is messed up. Like,
Welcome to the Miami Heat Beat postgame show. I'm your host, Giancarlo Navas, and with me today, happy holidays, Kyle Scarlett. Yeah, same. Also joining us, Franky G. What's up, Franky?
let's go, War Damn Eagle.
I don't get it.
Auburn. We need Bama to lose, so the Canes get a way in.
Okay, good. Go football. Go USA.
Yep.
Heat tonight played the number one team in the Eastern Conference, who had lost the game recently. Toronto also lost, and Miami had a real chance to kind of move up and really have a shot at the one seed kind of going into New Year's. They lost today. By, what was it, 2-3, whatever. At the end of the day, Norm cheese a layup at the end there. They fall to the best team in the conference in what felt admirable and a very mixed game. I have a lot of feelings on it. They hung around, and credit to them. And I think they had a really kind of rusty start, and maybe we can chalk it up to that. So Detroit was playing its third game in 4 nights or third game in 5 nights?
4 nights, I believe.
Yeah, it was third game in 4 nights. So a very tired Detroit team, and I think you saw that at the end. Miami was pretty rested. Started off a 23-point first quarter, a trend recently. That's their third straight kind of first quarter after they've kind of come out guns blazing. But they closed the game with a 44-point fourth quarter, which is absolutely insane. And to come back and would say fall short by 3 against the Pistons. They fall 138-135. Tyler Herro, I think, was kind of at the center of the good and the bad of this game, which is kind of very Tyler Herro. And I think that's where I want to start, because they are not at the level of a Detroit yet, right? They're not at the level of a Denver Nuggets. They're not at the level of Oklahoma City and kind of those top tiers. But those second division good teams, the Cavs, the Knicks, they're certainly in the mix there. And I think today we as Heat fans saw what a good team Detroit is, by the way, without Duren, right? And Miami didn't have Hawkins, right? So both teams coming in a little injured, but Detroit certainly had every excuse in the world not to win tonight, and they really kind of dug deep and won that. But I think really what I want to talk about first is we'll kind of get to all the other ramifications. Cade Cunningham is incredible, and Tyler Herro was picked on, Franky. And I thought at the end of that game, what made the difference in the Heat either finishing that comeback or not was Herro defensively. And since when Herro checked back in that game with about 2 minutes to go, he scored 5 in those 2 minutes, but he gave up 6.
Yeah, it's just more of the same. It's too much to put on the defense's plate. It's a 2-on-1 constantly. Even when he's not getting scored on, you got to double. You got to force the ball out of hands, and and you got to count on everybody being exactly perfect because there's no resistance from him. I don't get why he doesn't even foul. Like there was the one play where he went under the screen on Cade. He had 2 fouls and was backing up under the basket. And it's just consistent effort, lack of like impact and resistance from him defensively. Shot the ball poorly too, to add to it. Got hot in the fourth quarter and definitely helped them offensively. I think Spo needed to go offense and defense, and stuck with him. The lineup that was in before was making the run with the stops with Pell. You even noted that, but it's hard to build a defense like with lack of size that has a hole and a pressure point, and they continue to show it when he's on the floor.
Yeah, I thought that and it's an easy kind of soft spot, right? And Pell was in the game. Obviously, you lose a little on offense, but I think what you gain is they move a little quicker down the floor with Larson. And I think that obviously defensively, not only do you have the size, you don't have a weak point. And unfortunately for Herro, that's just kind of been the story of his career. Whether or not he's special on offense, I mean, again, this was a game that they got themselves back in, and it was right. And he had a big 3 when he checked in the game, and he had a huge 3. And that's important. That's like part of the experience with him. Because, I mean, even I tweeted, I was like, okay, well, here comes Herro. That's interesting. Because, I mean, with 4 minutes to go, I mean, it was like he checked in with 2 minutes left in the game. Right. And so, I mean, he checks in, and I'm like, I thought that they might close without him because they're really, and Spo might, right. But he went for his guy, and he comes in the game, hits a big 3, Kyle. And after that, Cunningham puts him in a pick and roll. First time, rejects the screen. The whole defense gets tilted. He scores. Another time, he puts him in the action. Tyler doubles with Davion. And Davion, by the way, had forced like 3-4 turnovers like every time down the floor, either as a helper, as just a fucking dog. That other time, he gets 2 on the ball. And then Herro is the second guy on the ball, and they get a layup. Bam was a little late on that rotation. And then the last one, Herro comes under the screen. Cunningham.
Don't we have the play?
Yeah, we have the play. I want to get to Kyle, and then we'll kind of go through the film. Kyle, he eats the space and then gets to the basket. It just seems like a problem.
Okay. Well.
Oh boy.
I haven't gotten in this. I was in here and I was like, damn, I haven't felt like this in a while. And now I do feel like this. What pisses me off is he doesn't play with any physicality. It angers the hell out of me. In fact, even the play where Cade kind of Euros and a half a Euro kind of like ripped through, and Tyler's hands, and I'm illustrating because it literally pissed me off. Like any coach watching this would literally be angry. Instead of his hands here, his hands are here. How are you going to make a defensive stop with your hands on your hip? How is it possible?
He's trying not to foul. He's trying not to foul.
But put your hands in the air.
I bet you that the coaches tell him to do that, though. I actually don't even think that's his fault. I bet you the coaches kind of know what he is.
Huh? Well, we're babying him. He's like, he needs to fucking play defense.
At least lap like horizontal, like up. I'm not asking him to crowd like volleyball. I'm asking him to just put his hands in the air and defend the play. Instead, he like it's like he's sliding through a fence. Instead of putting his hands up, his hands are on his hip. I'm like, dude, you're not getting a defensive stop like that. You don't have the hands or like hand quickness to get a steal. So where are your hands going? It's like, okay, the offense, I get it. He's going to be generational. Fine, whatever like lauding people can do with the offense, that's fine. But from a guard that gives you what he gives you on offense, the least he can do is give you more on defense, especially in tight games where you're going to be the one with the ball in your hands. You're the lead guard. Like, you're not the point guard. You're the 2 guard. It's an important spot. So, yeah, they're going to get some scoring from you. But you shouldn't be the release valve for another team on offense. No one should be like, yeah, I want to go exactly at this player and rip him to shreds. That's what they did. And they went over and over again. And that play, to me, is not so much not indicting him. I'm not really trying to beat on him really, because obviously the points came in good moments. My anger is, if you're gonna play defense, at least be physical. Let him feel you a little bit. If he at least like swipes down on the arm and Cade has to go to the free throw line, I would prefer that than for him to not play defense at all and avoid at least putting his hands in a defensive stance. That's what I'm. Anyway, I'm gonna stop ranting.
I mean, I love, and chat loves what you're saying. Chat loves it. They're happy.
And maybe again, and I don't want to bring him up, but this is probably this is. I don't expect a 2-guard to not play defense. We got some bums at the 2-guard, and they at least play defense. He's an all-star. Play defense. Like it's you gotta impact both sides of the ball. We hear the Spo talk about the energy and the effort on defense about where. Cool. Hold Tyler accountable.
Yep.
Hold him accountable. Like, you have to play defense in order for your team to win. You want it to work? Play defense. We know you can score. That's great. But are you going to be like, what's the difference between you and freaking Kyle Korver? Like,
whoa.
The threes, great. Driving to the basket, great. That's wonderful. But if you're a big old hole on defense, if your coach has to sit you in late moments on runs,
or should sit you,
defense played, I'm sorry, that piss. And it's not about being a two-way player. It's about playing defense. I'm not asking for him to be like Rip Hamilton. I'm asking for him to play defense. Something a basketball player who's been playing all his life should know how to do.
Kyle, what's stopping him from being Goran Dragic?
The very least, Goran Dragic, who played defense.
Exactly.
I don't understand why that's insane to me. I don't understand that. I don't get it. I'm not going to baby him on defense because he's going to get paid, and the scoring and the all-star stuff is great. But the 2-guard that I watched and I grew up watching, that's behind me 9 times out of 10, played on both sides of the ball. So I'm just saying, from the 2-guard spot, least he should do is give some effort, at the very least.
I listen. Chat loved what you're saying.
G, we lost G again. There's something going on with his internet.
No, yeah.
Go ahead.
Kyle's takes are too hot. That's all. Kyle's takes are scorching. I thought kind of the conversation with Tyler is really interesting because I think obviously like he's a very polarizing player, and I do think that like a lot of conversation about him is like really unfair. I think he's like obviously a really good basketball player. He was an all-star, a deserved all-star. And I think last year I really gave him his flowers. And I think the show really gave him his flowers. I just think he's a very flawed basketball player. And I think that because of his size and because of his, physical limitations, there's a ceiling on what he can do on the floor. And I think offensively, he is not at a level that can offset some of those deficiencies. Chad says Tyler Herro's like Hakeem Jeffries of the NBA. That's so fucking funny.
He's gonna write a strongly worded letter to Cade.
Oh my god, he's gonna filibuster. He's filibusters the offense. I thought what Super Bishop said was funny. He said, "I just want Tyler to go so you guys can blame the next guy." Usual he fan stuff. I don't really even think it's that. I think just genuinely like, how did you watch today and not come away with like the end of that? I'm just talking about the fourth quarter in the end because like for the first half, like a lot of the team was like not playing very well, right? Like they were missing a lot of shots. And Detroit is a really good team. Detroit's physicality. Detroit is one of the most physical teams in the league, and they pushed Miami around because they're better than Miami. I think we all know that, and we all came away with the same thing. Like I think we all can agree that the number 1 seed in the East is better than Miami. I think that's fair. And the Heat, listen, again, third game, 4 nights, puncher's chance, blah, blah, blah. Didn't do it. Detroit had kind of tired legs at the end. You still couldn't close it out. Cade's one of the best players in the league. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they had a chance to win that game. And when Herro checked in, lights turned on for Detroit. And I want to talk about some of those plays, and we have some of them. And normally we go to clips later, but I want to go to 2 really early. So we have the Jenkins layup here, which is the one of the two. There were 3 times that he got put in the action in the last 2 minutes. This was the second one. Tyler's man comes up, sets that screen, right? High pick and roll, and they double. So they send 2 at Cade, and I pause it there, and you see release valve to Jenkins. Now look, Davion behind the play, Tyler behind the play. I also going to put some blame on Bam here. Look at Bam. Bam has to rotate early because if it's a 3, whatever, you're not getting that anyway. You need to be there early, right? There's nobody in that weak side corner. I think that's Wiggins right there. You know, Wiggins can hedge in or whatever. But at the end of the day, Bam has to rotate a little earlier, and that's a layup, right? And then Bam's laying and all that stuff. That's kind of like that's an issue, you know.
But he can't give up the drop off pass because there's nobody there to pick up his man. He's guarding a 2-on-1 there,
and it's not
look how high Powell is. That if he steps up early, that's a dump off pass and a dunk for Stewart, and we're blaming him for rotating too early.
Regardless, at the end of the day, like they double here because Tyler's picked on. What do you got?
I think my frustration here is, one, you let Davion play defense on Cade. I don't think you need to double. Like, it's not necessary, in my opinion. I understand the process of doubling, but with the way Davion played down the stretch, I don't think you need to bring the double. 1. 2, it then leaves Bam to have to do what he always has to do, which is fill a gap on defense. Everyone else is in their spots defensively. And so, and Tyler's kind of like trying to run back, brother, with purpose, with some extra pep in your step. Get back in the play, because it's just the positioning. I'm trying not to bag on him, but it's the positioning defensively. Doubling is fine if you have defensive acumen.
I actually think doubling's not fine there because you're not putting any pressure on the pass, and it's predictable. Like, it's predictable, and you're not putting pressure on the pass. And I actually don't even think, like, I think Cade knows when this guy screens, one of 2 things is going to happen. It's going to be an easy switch. He's going to drop, or he's going to double, right? And I know exactly when each of those things happen because they all look very different. So if I see him coming up for that second man, I know, okay, this is a double. I just got to release because his guy knows what he's doing. And it's similar to what the Celtics were doing when they would double Tatum, right? In that series that they lost, they double Tatum, and then Horford is right there at the top of the key for that pass, wide open for 3. Same thing here with Jenkins. He's wide open, drives it in, easy. Like, for Cade, that's very easy. The actions are easy to see.
Right. And I mean, and at the caliber player that Cade is, I get it. But to me, you let your best defensive guard deal with him. I mean, there's a size mismatch, obviously. I get that.
Oh, it's a tough matchup, like, for anybody. I'm just saying that, like, I don't even care if he's a good defender or not. The problem is he's fucking small and he gets picked on. I don't care about you're talking about effort. I don't give a shit about the effort. I can wipe my ass with the effort. I don't care if he tries hard and that still happens. To me, that's not the problem. To me, the problem is that it fucking happens. And like Chad is like, you're bad fans.
No, I'm holding the guy who's getting paid millions of dollars accountable for not.
What do you want me to do? You want me to fucking hold his hand and say, it's okay, Tyler? It's okay, buddy. You got this. It's okay. Kate's really good. How can a professional basketball player get paid $1 million and not have one? You're so annoying, bro. I swear to God. What do you want us to do? They fucking lost the game and he got fucking picked on at the end. What do you want us to fucking do? You want us to say, like, we can blame Jovic, which we'll talk shit about Jovic in a little bit. You know, like, we'll get into him, but how many minutes did Jovic play? Jovic played 10 minutes. Minus 15 in 10 minutes is pretty impressive. I'm not going to lie. It's a sight to behold.
Even Duncan played better defense than him tonight, who has the worst whistle, one of the worst whistles in the NBA. So am I a bad fan for pointing that out? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Duncan locked up Tyler.
Come on. Like, let's be serious here.
Let's get to the second. Let's get to the other one, the one that wasn't a double. So we have, hold on, let me play it back. So we have Herro in the action again. Hero's gonna go under. And again, just a lot of space. Cade gets to his spot. That's just easy. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing difficult.
G?
Huh?
Can you run the playback?
Yeah. So, I mean, like Cade, Tyler goes under. Cade just gets to the spot, gets right in the middle of the paint, shoots a very comfortable turnaround jump shot. And what can you do? You know what I mean? Like that stuff is too easy. It's just too easy. And I think that's just like kind of just a general issue with him late in games where that's how he gets targeted. Right. And I wanted to showcase like two of the different actions that he was put, like two of the different coverages that he gave. And I just think that I don't think he has to close every game. And I think that obviously like,
at least definitely not on defense. Like you do yourself you had that comeback without him, and he helped at the end. He did help. He was a +4 in the fourth quarter, so it did help a little bit. But you were a +10 because you got stops. Anytime they tried to attack, it was a lot harder. They stopped drives. They got K to turn his back, and that's when they sent the double and got those turnovers and got to push and run. And he hit some shots, but it's just, and those single possessions, those last two single possessions, it's so easy. It's so easy. He doesn't take charges. People talk about his steals and stuff. It's barely attack. It's like a 0.2 difference of a steal percentage from the years before. It's minuscule, and it's only off ball. He needs to be have something to fight on the ball. He needs to get better at stripping the ball. He needs to be more physical, take some charges. He needs to do something. Otherwise,
he is who he is.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying I believe that. But I'm saying he needs to change. Yeah, otherwise you can't. There's no sense in playing him on that end.
And I agree, and like Spo has always been a little bit averse to that. Don't know why, but he just has been, and
always.
I don't know. I mean, I thought bringing him in at the 2-minute mark was interesting because they had a good thing going. But he hits a big shot, like I said. Like he'll give you stuff on offense, but like Frankie said, he doesn't have to be every possession. And you do have a timeout, so you can get him back in the game. And I do know that it was a little trickier because you only have one timeout left, so you want to use that to advance the ball, not get an offensive player back in the game. Right, and it's tough, right? It's tough. And I don't envy Spo. I just don't think that he always has to close. I just think it's like it's okay if the lineup is going good. And listen, maybe the right thing, I think people would have killed Spo if he had written that lineup too long and why'd you leave Pell in the game and maybe they don't score. That's fine. I just think that like defensively, he's just a problem. He's always been a problem, and we've seen it in the playoffs. We've seen it in games that matter. We see it here, and I think their defense is just so airtight when he's not in the game, and that's just been such a thing all season. And
they had a 134 defensive rating with him on the court, 105 with him off the court.
I mean, that speaks volumes. I mean, for the game, Detroit was it's just insane. Detroit had a 124 offensive rating in the game.
And they have to make up for it offensively. They had a 113 offensive rating with him on the floor, 136 with him off the floor. So I think he wasn't helping either end.
And I think part of that, Frankie, is that run, obviously, like without him, and Wiggins played awesome. We'll get into him. They were hitting shots, right? They were the first half I felt like they didn't hit anything from outside. He was like the only guy who hit a few things from outside. But at some point the sample is going to grow enough that we can make a real observation about it. I think people accuse us of not liking Tyler. And that's not true. I do like Tyler. I just think that
expect a lot.
Yeah. And also I didn't everybody fried me. I don't want to try to be good this season. I'm okay with letting Tyler do whatever the fuck he wants. But you guys are the ones that want to not trade guys for first round picks and you want to fucking try to win something. Well, if you want to fucking try to win something, you got to fucking hold these guys accountable. I'm fucking breaking down the game as it happens. You got to pick one. Pick a side.
Yeah. And this game, if I can pause it, this game happened without Duren on the floor.
Yeah.
No Duren. So they had points in the paint without Duren. And granted, I don't think this game was a good defensive game for Miami in general. They played kind of soft through 3 quarters. Wasn't a fan of that at all. But to me, the defensive side of the ball is how they got back into this game. Like, yeah, offense had to be played, but it came off of them playing. We talked about it with some of these other games. When they're fast on defense and fast on offense is when they're best. When they are fast to the ball, we talked about it. When they're not and they're out of position or out of spot, those things can lose you a game. I'll leave it there. We got other players.
Listen, the Tyler thing is just going to be something it's going to occur all season. I thought today was pretty glaring. And again, Detroit's a really good team. They barely lost a game. Like, I'm not here to say sweeping things about Tyler Herro. Again, a team that I think is just going to be a matchup issue for them. Mm-hmm. I think they're really physical. I think they're really strong. And I think they kind of present some unique things. And by the way, Miami got a fucking a worldy performance out of Andrew Wiggins tonight. Andrew Wiggins was the leading scorer in the game. More than Cade, more than anybody. Andrew Wiggins led all scorers with 31, 10 of fucking 15 shooting. He was awesome. And you were in the game, right? Like, guys stepped up and all that, and Hawkes missed, right? That's kind of really important and everything. I just think, obviously, like, just today was a day where, Tyler shot 35% from the field, right? He was 6 for 11 from 3, obviously incredible and really important. Was the only starter that was minus. He was minus 18 as a starter. I thought Mitchell was incredible today as well, and obviously we know what Wiggins and Powell really came on in that second half as well. So. Just our thing on Tyler, just that. And it's just something to monitor kind of as we go forward. I want to talk about Wiggins a bit today. We talked about him a second ago. His best game this season, one of his best games as a Heat player. Defensively, just incredibly solid. Detroit's a little bit loose with the ball in terms of turnovers. I thought Miami in the first quarter really exploited that, and then in the fourth quarter again. Detroit is a team that loves to win the possession battle, and I think that, with what Wiggins was doing, how many steals did Wiggins have? He's 3 steals. Like,
not enough.
Yeah, not enough. 3 steals, but really incredible. By the way, quick note: Heat had 11 offensive rebounds. Detroit had 11 offensive rebounds. That's one of Detroit's strengths. That's a big credit to Miami.
But without Duren,
without Duren, yeah, of course, but still, like, I think that's a win for the Heat.
Yeah.
That's a win for the Heat.
Fair.
And turnover wise, Miami had 17 turnovers. The Pistons had 21. Detroit did get more shots up. Detroit had 93 field goal attempts. Miami had 88. But you're in the ballpark, right? And I think that Wiggins is a big reason why, Frankie. Obviously, like, his offense speaks for itself, but defensively, I thought his defense was every bit as good as his offense today.
Yeah, he hit his slashing, his on ball, his transition game. He was fantastic, very efficient too. Like, that's something you need in this kind of offense, is do a lot with limited possessions. And I thought the 9 free throws was really impactful. He was getting to the rim. That's been his struggle in this offense, is in the half court. Creating with his dribble, because his handle is limited, but I thought he did a really good job being physical, using his body and his off arm to shield the ball from the basket, and laying it in strong and finishing. He only shot 4 threes, which I love. I don't like Wiggins he's not a bad catch and shoot shooter. I just don't like it when it leans too much in that direction. I thought he balanced it perfectly tonight. Did a great job defensively, playing the lanes, helping. I think we need to stop with the starting lineup, which is like our 15th time saying that this season. But he did a good job for what he was asked to do, and impacted the ball on both sides.
He's honestly, Kyle, really impressed with him today. Frankie touched on it defensively. Offensively, I thought in emergency scramble situations, he was really effective for them. And I think that this offense kind of needs a guy like him to settle. Now, I've been really critical of him. I don't love the fit offensively with him on the team, but I think today kind of really highlighted everything he can do. He's a really smart basketball player. He can kind of help them. There was an offensive possession that we don't have. It was early in the game. It was like somebody missed and he got the offensive rebound. And I think every other player on the team kicks that ball out he found a way to come up with it and score a layup that was like very finesse, very good. Kyle, I think offensively, his best game this season, easily one of his better games as a key player. Can he do more of this, or was this a little bit of a flash in the pan for him?
So, I mean, he scored 15 more points than his average, which is 16 a game. And I'm not sure if 31 obviously is the trend, but if he can up that 16 to like 22, that's the difference in them being even better. I just think his activity and his intentionality on when he did have the ball. And Frankie's talked about it before. He's not the best dribbler. He doesn't break down guys all the time. However, he was really decisive about how he got his points and just to play, physical on both sides of the ball. And the 3 steals were impressive to me. 1, because of the time that they happened. And then 2, how he got them. Like, he used his size to create. It really sparked them making that run. And he had 6 rebounds and 4 assists. I just think he played a complete game tonight. He looked locked in. And the 4 threes, they came in within the offense or shots where they just needed a release. And so I like, let me see, he was a plus 12. And he only had 1 turnover. I think Spota, I'm going to use a little bit of a spoism, but he has fingerprints on the game when he does play for the most part. And when he's available so far this season, he's just tried to be impactful on both sides. He doesn't do a lot of things incorrectly. There's occasional times where he turns the ball over, and I just think that's just what it is. It is what it is. But overall, I think him having a nose for the ball is, being able to be in the right spot to get rebounds, offensive rebounds, create more opportunities. And if he can't score it or he misses, a lot of times it's a tip out or he's pushing the ball around and just kind of keeping the energy high. So that's the kind of thing you want from his position. I will say, arguably, I don't like him at power forward. I like him at the wing a little bit more. I think he would be impactful at that spot. And that kind of touches into Frankie's like lineup mention.
Yeah, and I don't want to get too in that's really in the weeds today. I want to kind of keep it today, but
I do think that from his minutes on the floor, he really does just play smart basketball overall. He plays what Spo wants. I need you to be aggressive around the rim. You have the athleticism. I want you to be able to guard and switch. And I do think him being on the floor alongside with Bam does let them switch quite a bit. Obviously, tonight was not the best showcasing of defense through a few quarters. But overall, they showed, and granted, it ended up in a loss. But I do think it showed that they're able to play either up or down to their competition, which can be a double-edged sword. You're going to be really, really good or you're going to be really, really bad. And the offense is kind of in a feeling period right now where the ball's not as popping as much. I feel like it's slowed much more than I would prefer. But overall, I think the defensive side is really what I'm most like intrigued to see how it turns. And Wiggins and then if I can, Davion, 10 assists, no turnovers. Even with the turnovers they did have, he took care of the ball. So you got guys who, impact winning on the defensive end and then also offensively that you're not going to get 30 from Davion. You're not going to get 30 from Wiggins every night, but you're going to get a lot of effort plays and deflections and things of that nature that, the Heat track. So.
And by the way, Wiggins had 9 free throws today. Miami was plus 16 from the line, which is one of the things that kind of kept them in the game, which again, the Pistons were very physical. And I think if a team's going to be very physical, and Frank, I love a team that fouls because that means that you're being felt defensively. But I mean, if you got to convert that to getting to the line and making that convertible. And Andrew, I think, led both teams in free throw attempts. I mean, getting to the line 9 times is huge. Yeah. So, Norm got there 8, Bam 6, Tyler 6. So just good all around for them. Chad is still arguing about us and Tyler Herro. somebody said that we never say good things about Tyler Herro. That's simply not true. So like they'll never praise Tyler Herro. Don't hold your breath. That's like not true. We praise Tyler Herro all the time.
I don't even like Tyler because he went on a Nazis podcast. But I still said he wasn't the issue the last 2 games. I think guys knew he was gonna adjust to them, and he needed to. The other guys played bad, but that guy's a Nazi supporter. So
that
I'm talking about the guy in the chat.
The guy in the chat. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to get to was Nikola Jovic, who everybody is very, very mad at everywhere.
Oh yeah, should be.
From the media to what did I got to read to you the Ira tweet. The Ira tweet today was very funny. Ira tweeted, "Nice guy and all, but Jovic in there right now is a major detriment." That says it all, man. Listen, he does he have the yips? What the fuck's happening to him?
Man, I don't know. I am a huge Niko fan, and he is making it hard to like harder and harder each game to believe and support in him. It's just all mental. He's just has no mental toughness right now, and that's the biggest thing. That like it's okay to struggle to you're gonna turn the ball over in games. You're gonna miss shots. He's letting that carry over on both ends. He's letting it spiral and snowball into more possessions, and not like slowing down when he needs to slow down. He's completely out of sorts right now. Completely out of sorts, and like he makes a mistake, his head is down, he's not hustling to get it back. Like there's plenty of guys on this team that make mistakes all the time, and but he's not doing anything about it to make up for it. He's too antsy on both ends. He's jumping at every pump fake, and there's nothing good about his game right now. And it's tough to watch. And I'm so tired of you, Rohan Nagardi. I'm talking to you, Rohan. I'm so tired of you. Get out of my mentions.
Rohan hates, bro. Every my group chat with him and Cortez and Alf. Rohan hates him. Hates.
Rohan roasted me, man, and I can't even say anything. Today I had to fight back. I was like, "Yo, what do you have against Serbians? So what's wrong?"
We got us in Serbia.
I'm just not sure I understand what's happening with him. He's overthinking everything, and it's weird because he's young, right? Like I don't think it's 22 or 23. I can't remember.
22.
And so there's a little bit of confusion on.
Remember when you finished high school?
In the middle of the season, crazy. Yeah. I do think that he needs to at least play his size on defense. You're 6'10".
Grab a fucking board.
Rebound. And it's weird because there's this like huge swing, right? So you have the game where he has 29, and then you have a swing, and now he's like not making shots.
That was the only upward swing.
Like it just isn't. It's not working.
You know how the laws of physics, when you swing one direction, the energy and force will swing you the other way, and you're back and forth. Niko swung up and then swung back, and then for some reason just never swung back up, just kept swinging back infinitely, and it's just going to be like a perfect circle, and he's going to end up where he was on the first positive swing.
He was so bad today, man. There was nothing good about his game.
This was like one of the worst games he's ever played.
Even his assist, like it looked like he almost turned it over because he was trying to play through. He got bumped or his arm. He was getting fouled, but he almost threw it away, and it luckily went right. Where's vicinity?
He had one that was nice
that fell out of his hands. Too.
Yeah, and it looked like an accident. I agree. Like everything he does feels rushed. Everything he does feels like you know what it feels like? It feels like if I don't make this, I'm never playing again.
Yeah.
Which I don't think the coaching staff has. And again, I don't know, but it just doesn't feel like the coaching staff has done that. I mean, they keep giving him minutes. He Spo said of today that Niko needs confidence to play. I don't buy that. That's a narrative that's out there. He needs to get in better rhythm. He needs to put in some work, and he'll be fine. That Spo doesn't buy that. He just needs confidence. That he just needs to get in a better rhythm, and that he'll be okay.
No, I don't think it's confidence. I think it's he has his ebbs and flows are too high. Like he can't. It's one mistake shouldn't bring you down like this, like that. Like he needs to fucking be steady, and he hasn't been steady in his mind, on the court, on offense, on defense, and that's killing them.
Yeah, he's been an issue, and I don't really know what the solution is to him, but I believe in him. I think that the skill set is tantalizing. The size and what he could do is tantalizing. I like the deal that they gave him. Obviously, he's regressed. That's weird at that age to regress in this way.
I blame G.
I feel like some of it's. I feel like the offense is a little tough for him too, and we've talked about that a lot. I think that he'll find his rhythm. I do think that they should try to post him up more. I would like them to give him some of those bunnies. I think that they need to get him in a rhythm. And I know that it's not great to just like gear your offensive possessions around like getting a guy who's frankly mediocre this season, some touches. But I think that they'd benefit from getting him a little more comfortable and finding some stuff that works. So I just wanted to talk lightly on him because I think he, is kind of central to a lot of their team. Kind of going forward, he's going to be on the books for 4 years, 3-4 years, whatever that is.
About that.
What you got, Kyle? Before we move on,
no, you can move on.
Quick shout out to Drew Smith. Love him. He and Davion continue to be very impressive. I thought it was funny that they mic'd up Drew Smith. That's just an odd choice, but very funny. I quite enjoyed that.
But he's Spo on the court. G, like I was listening, like, what the heck?
What do you mean by that?
Coach Carter's son.
He does look like
he and Davion were just
Delilah.
Never seen Coach Carter.
Oh,
Gee, we gotta have a Patreon.
A watch-a-thon, a Coach Carter watch-a-thon.
For you.
Khalil Ware, just really effective. Thought it was weird that he only played 21 minutes, 12 and 7. Just really active, 3 offensive rebounds. I thought he should have played more. I actually kind of really liked his defense today.
Sorry, Armando looks just like Drew. For the podcast audience, one of our loyal YouTube listeners looks just like
that's Drew. That's not him.
No, that's him.
That's Drew, bro.
He's told us before.
That's true. No way.
Shout out to Armando.
That's true. Yeah. So I mean, again, I'm kind of going rapid fire because we're kind of closing out here, but before we kind of get into plays, but the 2 defensive guards, I thought incredible. Where interesting that they didn't play more minutes, but I don't think the size inside was an issue why they lost today, which is interesting because Bam and Ware did not play minutes together. So
they did. It was very brief though.
Yeah, I mean, kind of interesting. 42 points in the paint in the first half of the Heat was the most that they allowed this season. Something to watch. I thought, again, Detroit kind of bruised them, and they were very physical, stuff like that.
They played, real quick. Bam and Khalil played about 7 minutes together. They had a plus 17.6 net rating.
Interesting. So, again, successful outing for that. Look to kind of see more of that going forward. Fontecchio looks to be squeezed out of the rotation. He was kind of struggling going into this. No Hawkins today. Hawkins getting in the game makes it even harder. There's a world where he could play over Jovic. I'm sure that they'll throw that at the wall as well. Some cases. I do understand that they just didn't want to put like another defensive liability considering what was happening to this game. We talked about Pell, just really solid game from him. I quite enjoyed the Pell minutes. Frankie, let's get into some of these plays and let's send our fine folks home on this Saturday. So I had one first, and then you had 2. Because I already went over a few. So we can talk about some of them. So I just wanted to talk quickly about a Ware defensive possession here, because I've been really impressed with Khalil in a drop as of late. I thought he's been very steady for them. So let's kind of run this action, and you'll see Jaden Ivey's gonna have Ware in the pick and roll. And look, I mean, Ware's coming up pretty high up, not quite at the level, but pretty high up. And look how he contains. I mean, he does a really good job of containing the dribble and then he kind of switches off to beef stew and kind of prevents a field goal there. And I just thought, like, that's a very Bam possession, right? Like, you're keeping the dribble, you're making the quick decision on when to go to the new guy. And I was just really impressed because obviously Jaden Ivey has been really, really effective for Detroit this year. Look, they even empty the corner. There's no help. Like, it's not. I'm impressed. That's a lot of growth by him. He's not going at fakes and everything all the time. Great recognition on the rotation by him off the dump off pass, and
battles on the boards too.
Battles on the board, like that was really, really credit to him, man, because that was pretty good. Frankie, we got this one over here, which is this is the oh no, this was me. This is a Norman Powell runner. So I kind of really liked. I apologize. Our video player is acting up today. Okay. I really liked where they set this up because typically what Miami is doing with Norman Powell is he's coming off multiple screens and coming to the top of the key. This was kind of interesting because they put Powell kind of in the middle of the floor. And I like that look for them because this was kind of coming at a point of a game where Miami was really struggling to score and they gave a different look. So Powell's going to start off in the left corner on the weak side of the ball. And Bam is kind of right at the nail. And look at this kind of screening that's going on. He kind of curls inside. So typically, he'll run on the outside of the screener. He kind of jams on the inside.
Because Duncan cheated.
Yeah. But
Duncan cheats over to try to reject it, to deny it, and Norm reads it and cuts inside.
Great recognition, Davion there to pass, and they get a good look. And I think some of that creativity is, again, really strong on Norman's part. I like that action from Miami, and it's nice to see like what a different variant of that can look like. Frankie, we have the Pell Larson play.
Yes. I believe this was against zone offense, and I wanted to see some of their zone looks here, how they did it. This was a bench lineup without Tyler on the floor. That was anchoring the comeback here. They were doing some fun things here. Pell sets a little pin down screen to get Wiggs the ball on the wing. Wiggs tries to drive baseline, gets closed off there by Holland. Bam recognizes this on the weak side corner. So Pell cuts through to the weak side corner. Bam flashes top of the high post to occupy the help. And that opens up the kick to Pell. Pell does a great job attacking the closeout, finishes strong inside. Just thought it was a nice usage. Bond has highlighted how they need to use the high post and against the zone. And I thought this was a great example of them doing so.
I heard Zach Lowe talk about how Miami has shredded zone this year, which surprised me. I don't feel that way watching it. I don't have second spectrum, so I can't get those statistics, but it doesn't feel that way.
Coop has said, I don't know what the numbers are as of this game, but Coop said they're shooting like ridiculously high from deep against zone, so that might have something to do.
Yeah, because I just always feel like don't love their looks, but
yeah, I agree.
Could be.
But I feel like they're growing as the season's progressed.
We have some Niko here. Ugh. What's going on? I don't remember asking. Oh, look at that body language.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Just I don't know if this was a miscommunication or whatever, but he just throws it up to him. Doesn't hustle.
It's the head down, bro. Yeah. It's
just so frustrating, man.
That was a. I mean, they were.
You know what? It is Jovic's fault. I think Tyler was gonna fake back and didn't fake back.
That's why it looks like a miscommunication.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of a
he
fake.
Just tosses it to him.
Yeah.
He was just like decided that he was giving that ball up, and man.
Yeah, it's tough. Okay, so we have listen, we're gonna close out. If you watch the Daily Show, a moment of Zen. We're gonna kind of give you our own moment of Zen to close this out here on this holiday weekend with. Do you work on that shot?
What kind of shot is that?
No. Oh my goodness, Valentine!
No.
Whoa.
Have you ever shot that shot?
Looking for Steph. Now Draymond's got it.
What did he do that for?
Draymond.
Do you work on that shot?
Yeah. Oh.
When?
It's Cody Martin. You gotta hit it. Oh.
Step back, one leg and back.
To Bargnani. What is he doing?
What kind of shot is that?
Why did he do that?
Oh.
That makes me happy. Shout out to the super chat from Armando Benitez. Says miss JJJ paint finishing and creating bad today. Overall defense weak, paint points disparity. The game heroes weak in the first half. I love you guys. Going to bed. Work tomorrow. Wiggins been clutch. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the love. Thank you so much for everybody's patronage. Really, and you guys. Really, I know that we always bicker with some of the audience, but really the audience is what makes this all worth it. And we have, I truly have so much fun, and I've been having fun doing this for 13 years as I have funny little horn music behind me. Shout out to the Sir Hummingbird. You subscribe with Prime.
Hell yeah.
Again, love the support, love the patronage. They're 2 month. That's 2 monther. So they're new to the sub game. So thank you so much. We love and appreciate you. I see some old heads in chat that are not subbed. If you guys want to gift them, got Polterghostum, who is I see is unsubbed right now. Somebody
Damn,
throw
call
him
them out.
Yeah, dude, unsub. What the fuck? Somebody throw him a sub. He might not be able to afford it right now. Throw him a sub. Okay, so we have one.
Okay, I thought you were saying.
No. Listen,
I thought you were throwing a shot at him. Damn.
It's a holiday season. It's a holiday season. I know he's been a long time fucking day one listener. You know what I mean? He goes, that's crazy. I love you, bro. I'm just saying.
Ghost is always here showing love, man.
Always here. So I'm saying somebody give him a
No,
sub.
but it sounded like you were calling him out.
No, I'm not. I love you. I'm just saying, like, somebody help. That's a supportive person.
That the way you set that up was as eloquent and as precise as any Nikola Jovic pass that it was.
I like this one. That was me trying to get.
That was you.
That was me trying to get Polterghostum a sub.
We were like FBI, bro.
Chat goes, yeah, broke ass, get that Prime sub at least. Chat says, I didn't know you guys were also on Twitch. Yes, we simul stream twitch.tv/Miami Heat Beat or on our YouTube page if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're a pod listener, come on, join. It's fun. You know, we see. Look, Ryan Spravero gifted a tier 1 sub to Polterghostum. Hey, yo. Clapping up un aplauso for Ryan Spravero. We love you. That's
Yeah, you're clapping it up because he saved your ass.
He saved my ass. Thank you. Polterghostum said never subbing again.
I was about to message you and say, gee, you better fucking give him a sub yourself.
Chat's asking, how do you gift subs? You just on the little button to give subs, it'll say gift, and then
it's on Twitch.
It's on Twitch. It's on Twitch. It's not a YouTube. It's not a YouTube feature. Ryan Spravero says, I'm here for you, G. Tori says, G turned this guy into a Make-A-Wish kid. What fix that he's going to return the sub? Listen, he got a sub. That was happy. This is a happy moment.
Poltergeist is going to Google how to deny a sub.
It's going to be like, ask Grok, how can I return a Twitch sub? I don't want it.
That's my receipt.
Woo and chat says you can give memberships on YouTube. You can. I don't think we have memberships, but super chats always very welcome and appreciated. It's pretty much the same thing as a Twitch sub. So thank you to everybody who is supporting what we do and keeping our lights on is what you're doing. You're really just keeping us trugging along so we can keep doing this as long as we can. So we have one do you work on that shot today. And it's from our good friend Tyler Herro. So Tyler, look at that. Pulls up. He's so ready. Look at that. That shot bothered me. That was one-legged fucking floater with his heel on the 3-point line. Tyler, what the fuck? Frankie, did you see that?
Yeah, there was you can make the point that there was only 5 seconds left, but
the heel on the 3 floater.
Caleb Martin, that.
Hold on. Chat's like, what a surprise. It's Tyler Herro. Excuse me, sir. What do you think of this shot? MacMon, I want your honest Tyler Herro.
He thought Tyler played great.
I want your opinion on this shot. What do you think? What's your take on the one-legged floater 3?
The LaMelo 3.
Kyle, what do you think?
It's a LaMelo 3.
Yeah.
It's a LaMelo ball 3.
The guy's here every chat, every stream, and complains the whole time.
I love him. I listen. Anybody who's here all the time, I fucking love you. You're a good sport. I love everybody. I appreciate you for coming on and having fun with us.
I appreciate the poltergeist and stuff. And I love all the other guys. Yeah, you never said he played bad either, so fuck you.
I like him. I like everybody. But I don't think Tyler works on that shot. Quick housekeeping notes. We're on Monday for Heat Clippers. No game tomorrow. That means I can decorate my Christmas tree in peace. Do you guys decorate? You guys put up a tree?
I'm not celebrating Christmas in my house this year, so no tree this year.
No tree at Franky's house. Kyle, tree at your house.
My mother wants to pick it out.
So your mother wants to pick it out. Your wife doesn't get to pick it out.
My wife hates Christmas trees.
What the fuck? Christmas trees are the best part.
She hates Christmas trees. She thinks it's you're killing the tree and putting it in a vase like you do roses.
Well, why don't you just get a fake tree? I have a fake tree.
She's gonna call capitalism anyway.
The fake tree is great because the fake tree is a lot of times pretty inexpensive and they last forever.
She's gonna be like, "What's the purpose? Hey, we have a
What's the purpose? Because decorate. What's the purpose of a decoration?
I argue with her.
Okay, so Kyle's married to the Grinch.
Damn,
it's okay.
He's throwing shots today.
She seems like a very lovely lady. But just anti-Christmas.
I'll be in Seattle for Christmas.
Oh, that's nice.
Celebrate with the fam.
Chat, you guys put your Christmas trees up now? What's the rule on that?
Y'all don't keep it up till January, do you?
I take it down mid-January.
We used to keep our Christmas lights year round, and that's because my mom would forget to tell us to do it, and I wasn't gonna do that shit if I didn't have to do it.
I don't like Christmas decorations up during Thanksgiving. I'm very anti that, and at my mom's.
Hate the stores, G.
Huh?
Because they start putting out Christmas decorations.
I hate it. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And going into my mom's neighborhood, there was outside Christmas decorations. And I was like, this is not the time yet. Chat says, somebody in chat says, I'm Jewish and I have a tree just for the vibes. I love that because the trees are great vibes.
Chat asked if Davion's always been bad at free throws. Yes, he is a career 68.8% from the line.
We're done with Heat Talk. We're talking fucking Christmas. Yes, chat's right. Thanksgiving, then Christmas decorations. Black Friday, that's fine. I don't care if I go to the mall on Black Friday and they have Christmas decorations up. To me, that's fine. We all know why we're at the mall. We're there for we're buying Christmas gifts and we're buying shit on discount. I'm okay with that. I'm just very anti Christmas decoration before Thanksgiving, and I'm a firm Christmas decorator, and mid-January is when I take them out.
Yeah, that I hate cleaning up the tree, so that tree stays where it is.
I love it. Listen, and I have a fake tree. I put her up. She has built-in lights. It's great. It's gold and white decorations that I've very meticulously picked out, and I'm very excited. I'm the only one with Christmas spirit here. Chad doesn't have Christmas spirit. I have Christmas spirit. Frankie this year doesn't have Christmas spirit. Somebody in chat wants to talk about Tobias Harris when I'm talking about Christmas decorations. Poltergeist says not everyone celebrates Thanksgiving. Yeah, I guess.
We're thankful for your sub now, Poltergeist.
Be thankful for your sub. I celebrate eating a nice meal, and that's about it.
That was a terrible. Someone's going to soundbite just the I celebrate eating. You should have picked your words better.
Someone's like, yeah, you would, fat boy. I fuck with pie so heavy, man. I got a pumpkin meringue pie this year that I picked up that from Ophelia's. And if you're in Miami, if you know Ophelia's Bakery. Oh my god, dude, that shit was incredible. Chat says we know you celebrate eating cheese. Dude, I was so good this Thanksgiving too. Like I only had like a sliver of pie. I got a brown butter pecan ice cream from Crybaby. Oh, that was so good. I did get an apple pie. Chat's asking if I got apple pie. I did.
I had cheesecake.
I've done pumpkin cheesecake in the past. I always get like a different bakery from Miami, and I get whatever their Thanksgiving offerings are. Last year, I got from Flour and Weirdos in Key Biscayne. Fantastic bakery. I absolutely love them. This year, Ophelia's. I think the year before that was D Baker, and then I've done Fireman Derek's before. So I've done a lot. But I support local business.
You don't like Fresh Market?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want like a more artisanal pie.
Damn, Poltergeist makes a mean peach cobbler.
Peach cobbler is good, man.
It had to be
With the
in
peaches?
peach cobbler. Worst. People from Georgia are gonna hate this. It's the worst pie ever. Cobbler, terrible.
No, you're wrong.
It's
What?
great. Peach cobbler is
You're
terrible.
wrong. You're wrong.
It's terrible.
Kyle, this is your worst take of all
Kyle,
time.
what the fuck?
I'm okay with that. It's terrible. It's terrible. It tastes disgusting.
Kyle.
The gift sub Ryan Spravero said, I made pumpkin pie with
I had to get Kyle out.
pumpkin spice tiramisu.
That sounds good.
That does sound good.
I've never had tiramisu, but that sounds amazing.
I'll make it for you next time you come. I'll make it for you. I'll make you a classic one, and then I'll make you a variant. I make a really nice pistachio one. Chat says he's going to be in hell. He's watching Liverpool tomorrow. You know what? For a brief moment, I forgot, and then you reminded me that my Sunday will be ruined by noon Eastern tomorrow. So thank you for that.
You got a soccer fans. Imagine being a soccer fan and a Dolphin fan. Your Sundays are just ruined every day.
Dude, no, you don't know what it's like. There's something special about like being up at 8 a.m. and having your day ruined by 10. There's just something unique about that.
My best friend is a Liverpool fan, and we were on vacation with a group of friends in Chicago, and there was a match on Saturday, and I went with him because we were gonna go right after to watch the Canes game at another bar. I went to a pub and I was like, why do you watch this early? I'm so fucking tired.
Dude, sometimes they play like at 7 a.m. and you roll out of bed. I'm like, I'm scratching my eyes.
Dude,
they fucking concede in the 3rd minute, and I'm still not awake yet, and my day's ruined. Like, I'm not even conscious yet, and my day's fucked up.
It's awful. I could not join. I could not be a soccer fan. Bless you guys. Bless
I can't
you.
imagine how like
Sport.
these Europeans fucking watch like the NBA. I'm like, why? How you imagine you're a Heat fan in, I don't know, Serbia.
Jablanka.
John, if you're John Jablanka in the UK, and John stays up to watch this Heat Pistons game, that's very exciting. And then Tyler Herro gets fucking hunted 3 times down the floor, and they lose the game. And then you just fucking stayed up until 4:30 in the morning.
My favorite thing about Jablanka is that he wakes up and he just sees the box score and he's like, "Fuck, I gotta watch this game." And he sees like, "Damn, Duncan had how much?"
Yeah, he's fucked.
He's fucked. I wish Alf could have been on to celebrate Duncan's homecoming.
Overdrive. Next Pistons game, it'll be Overdrive. Shout out to chat. Shout out to Ryan Spravero for gifting Poltergeist in the chat, the sub. Shout out to Armando Benitez for the super chat. Shout out to everybody who came rock with us on a Saturday. Love you guys. Hope your holiday weekend, your days off if you're American. Hope all that was really nice. Enjoy the December holiday season. Chat's like, y'all still going? Honestly, I've enjoyed the Christmas and holiday portion and talking about pie more than I talked about the basketball.
Peach Cobbler's great, Kyle. God,
I'd be willing to go another half hour just talking about holiday shit, decorating, holiday foods, everything. But I don't think my co-hosts are down.
Our viewers dropped like literally like 20 once we started talking about
that. They're like, oh, we're out, fucking holidays, all that shit. Especially, check out Ophelia's Bakery. Check out Miami Heat Beat on Monday for Heat Clippers, and love you guys.